All right, guys, welcome to another episode. Let me fix my hat of the Neverland Podcast. What's happening?
Ugly ass.
Hey, this is what, like episode 79, I believe. So, welcome to this
Damn, dude,
episode.
we're running through these episodes out here.
The heck's grinding it. Especially now, we finally caught a wave where, like, I'm done with school. Like, we have actual scheduling time to record these, so we're cranking them out real quick. But today we're gonna start off by talking about Kendrick, just because this past week, for whatever reason, I've been listening to a hella Kendrick, and then from there, like usual, we'll just talk about whatever. But starting off, I mean, do you want to start at like section 80? Go through his discography. Section 80. I mean, that shit, fire. What? Hold Up is what, the second song on here?
Yeah, wait, now I gotta pull it up.
Yeah, I gotta pull it up.
The whole thing.
Pull it up. Yes, Hold Up is second. Is the second song. I wrote this record 30,000 feet in the air. Stewardess complimenting me on my happy hair. Dude, that shit's so far. You're about to fuck her in front of the passengers and think I'm a terrorist. Eat my asparagus. I thought when I first heard he was like, bury me with 20 bitches, 20 million, and a countdown fitted. Hold up. I thought that was the hardest shit ever. Yeah. I still remember listening to that most the first time. I was like, yo, that shit's crazy. But, I mean, Section 80, this is like his first like album, obviously. For me personally, Hold Up, Rigor Mortis, Ronald Reagan era.
Rigor Mortis is my favorite one off of this.
Yeah, dude.
For real. Dude. And then High Power is pretty good too.
Yeah, facts. High Power is crazy.
Yeah.
Yeah, man. I like Ronald Reagan's era too, just because it's like or even ADHD when he's like, we're some crack babies. I'll tell you why later. I was like, yo, that shit's hard. And then Ronald Reagan when RZA, I think it's RZA, he comes on with the whoop 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 de whoop whoop. That shit's fire. But yeah, Rigor Mortis, the beat is just nuts, and then he just spazzes out.
Yeah,
that's what it is. He just spazzes.
He just goes off.
Like, yo,
the whole thing is just him going off.
Find the egg in your basket, you bastard. Ooh, that's so tough, man. But you, dude, legit, I feel like
that's so tough. Who the heck says that? Tough. Who says that? Tough.
Dude, this beat is just nuts. Third take.
Hey, don't play too much.
I can't play too much. Copyright. But yeah, man. Section 80. Yeah. Like, I think, when did this come out? 2011? What grade were we in?
Sixth grade.
Right? Yeah, dang. Yeah, because I think I legit grew up on Kendrick. That's why. Because like next up is Mad City, which is
we all grew up on Kendrick, dude. Yeah, dude, that's why it's like it's crazy how like Kendrick's and Cole's timelines line up so much too.
Legit. Even like
line up
Drake,
so well.
You even put
Drake. Yeah, exactly.
Like, I mean, obviously we've been vocal about it on here, but his like latest projects are kind of shit. But like even like his like Take Care and everything,
dude, there's Snowflake projects. That's why.
Yeah,
Snowflake projects, dude. Yeah, but besides that, but their three timelines line up so well. Like basically, like 09 and 10 are where a lot of this shit started.
Like 08, 09.
Yeah,
like I think it's like 08, after Wayne mixtape kind of died down, Kanye kind of calmed down a little bit. Yeah, I mean Kanye was still going crazy, but I think it was like
Kanye just came out in 08 though, right? With 808.
No, I think it was it was Kanye was like at his prime. I feel like this is when he was starting.
That was that was his. Well, no, his prime was definitely 2010.
Yeah,
that was the
that's
peak.
What I'm saying.
That was the climax.
He was getting into his prime.
Yeah,
like 08.
Then it was 808 Heartbeat, and then it was My Beautiful Dark Twisted in 2010, right?
Yeah.
So that was his peak right there. That was 100% his peak.
Yeah, and like and then, Carter 3. Yeah. Carter 3 was 08, I think. And then Carter 4 was like 2010, right?
Yeah.
That sounds about right. Let me look this shit up.
Carter Some 4. Shit like that.
Carter 4 is 20.
And yeah, so that
Carter 3, yeah, Carter 3 was 08. Carter 4 was 2011. Yeah, so yeah, around that time. So it's like, I think you didn't put Eminem in there. Or was Eminem falling off?
Nah, dude, Eminem was already gone by then.
Yeah, he was already gone.
Eminem was already gone. Eminem was like a 2000s. He was early 2000s. True, that was his peak. Like 05. I don't know.
Oh yeah, Eminem's show came out 2002. Yeah. You're right. Yeah, you're right.
Yeah.
Because 2010 was Recovery, which was like pretty ass, to be honest.
It was all right. It was all right.
Yeah, it was all right. But yeah, no, I think Kanye, Wayne were just like reaching that level of success, and then you had Drake, Cole, and Kendrick be the next come up. They were like legit the next ones up, and so like the timeline is kind of lit because it was like Hove was like hitting his peak when Kanye started popping off.
Dude, who else was aligned with Wayne and Ye? Who else was around there?
To that level, I don't think there was too many people. I mean, you could put Lupe.
Was there anyone else?
Lupe, you could put Kanye.
No, they're not. No, that's not. You're not putting Lupe in that conversation with that.
No, that's what I'm saying. Like, there's no one at that degree of success.
That's what I'm saying.
Like, I'm
trying to think if there's any. Are we missing someone? Like, that's what I'm saying. Are we? Do we have a blaring miss anywhere? This is what my point is. I don't want to be like someone's gonna comment here and
facts,
be like, "Hey, you dumbasses missed this person."
Facts.
We'll be like, "Hey."
I don't think we're missing anyone. I don't think there was anyone at that caliber. You obviously had other artists popping off, but there's no Kanye or Wayne popping off like that.
Yeah, I'm trying to think. I'm like, I don't think so. Where it's like they're that prolific, right?
Yeah.
Because we're naming like 3 prolific of basically the 2010s.
Exactly.
They own the 2010s, which are Drake, Kendrick, and Cole, right? They own the 2010s. Because I mean,
you could put who. That's why I thought maybe like M.
That. Yeah,
that's why I was thinking possibly him, but then he's definitely dying off.
But he had like the first half of the decade. The second half was definitely like And I would even say that like Drake, Kendrick, and Cole, they owned the first half of this, like the 2010s too, right?
Facts. Facts.
Not like obviously they have like Kendrick and Cole haven't put many projects out in the second half, right? So it's like. That's why they owned it more in like the first half.
What about Kid Cudi? When did Man on the Moon come out?
Yeah, but I mean, but that's what I'm saying. It's like you wouldn't put him in the conversation, though, right? Yeah, Kid Cudi's amazing. Kid Cudi's amazing, right? But you wouldn't put him in in Ye and
Wayne,
Weezy. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. Facts. I think
Yeezy and Weezy, dude. You're not gonna put him. You're not gonna put him in there. He doesn't even have an easy, dude.
I mean, you could put like Jeezy and shit like that if you're from Atlanta, but like that's only if you're from Atlanta. I don't think. Like for us, Jeezy's not at that caliber. I think. I think for us at least, it's Wayne and Ye.
Yeah.
But that's kind of nuts because it's like. Yeah, it's like the next coming of, basically. That's tight. Yeah, because like now, you could argue that like, you could say Thug was the next one after Thug and Future. You could argue that, and then now,
I don't think that's an argument.
Really, you don't think Thug and Future are like?
No, they're not.
Late 2010s. Dude, trap music. No. Trap music was legit.
No.
When did Migos drop?
Yeah, maybe I'd say Migos, not them. I don't think I'd put Thug.
I feel like they're part of it. Dude, 2017. 2017 is all Thug, Future, and Migos.
No, dude, because Thug just had his big hit with this album. Okay. That doesn't make any sense that you put him in that.
I think
that doesn't make any sense that you put Thug in that.
I think
I would put Thug in the 2020s, if anything.
Okay, no, because I would argue the only reason I would argue for Thug is because he had that voice that now Gunna and Baby have. Like if
but
there's
that's what
no
I'm saying.
Thug,
It's more of the, I would say it's closer to the 2020s than because it's too little of a, like the
true.
prolific
Okay, I know
is
what
too
you're
little.
okay.
You know
True,
what I'm
true,
saying?
true. Yeah. Okay, I get
Because
what you're saying.
it just started. It's just at the
Facts.
beginning is my point,
Okay.
right? Because
Yeah.
Thug's been around, right? Thug's been around for a
But he
while,
hasn't really been
right? But
thugger.
he really,
Yeah.
he's really taken over now, though, right? If anything.
Okay. I got
It's
you.
like now even little white kids are listening to Thug now.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
No,
So
I think it's like
that shows.
it's like whenever slime became like people say that, like I think that's
exactly.
because okay, that makes sense. I think you're right.
You know what I'm saying? So now it's like, okay, now you can look at like, oh, you see Thug, you see Lil Baby Gunna, you look at Roddy Ricch, like you're seeing these guys like, well, no, I'd say Migos are the late 2010s.
No, because I think Culture One came out 2017. I think before that there were
but
obviously
that's what I'm saying. I think that's long enough. That's long enough. Yeah.
Because YRN, that came out 20. Yeah, I would give it to him. 2015. Yeah, facts.
So I'd say definitely Migos. Yeah, they're definitely like one of those. They're prolific. You know what I'm saying?
Look at my dad.
But who else?
Bitch.
Who else is prolific in the second half?
Yeah, Fight Night. That came out 2014. Yeah. Definitely Migos for sure.
Yeah, maybe I'd put Future there.
Yeah, I'd put Future
there in the second
What
half.
a Time to Be Alive. Dirty Sprite. Like all that shit was.
Maybe I'd put Future there too.
I would definitely. I think you're right with Thug. He comes a bit later, but Future and Migos for sure.
Future
Migos
came out 2017. Who else changed the game like 2015, 2016? Who else did that?
That was when that was when all of them were popping still. Like Drake, Cole, and Kendrick were still those guys.
Yeah, 2016, 17.
Then
Damn came out, and then KOD came out. Oh, dude, Uzi.
Uzi's starting to come up. Yeah, Uzi was starting to come up.
Yeah, so maybe it's like Migos, Uzi, Future.
Yeah.
Baby Pluto and Pluto, dude. They took over that.
Yeah.
They took over that
2016
area,
is all
dude.
Uzi.
No, I agree. I think that's a way better.
Yeah.
That's a way better for the late 2010s. Those are like the three. They're very prolific. I agree with that. That's legit. Yeah, that's legit. How did I forget about Uzi, dude? That's messed up. Can't forget about Uzi. That's messed up, dude.
Yeah, because it was Uzi. It was all them colored hair shit, right? So there was Uzi.
He started, dude. Uzi created that, dude. He invented it. That was him. And then everyone's got freaking rainbow hair now. You know what I'm saying? So
facts.
Even look at Rich the Kid. Why does he have green hair, dude? He had green hair after Uzi, dude.
Yeah,
Uzi had green hair.
Uzi beat the shit out of him. Remember that?
Remember he was running? Remember he like jumped over the counter? Remember we saw that video? We were watching that video. That video was
legit. That shit was so goofy. Uzi beat the brakes out of him. Man.
And he's so tiny. Uzi's so tiny. How the frick is that Rich the Kid so scared? Dude, Uzi's like 5'4". What the frick? I don't think Rich the Kid's that tall either, though. That's the thing.
I think they're both short as fuck.
He's probably like 5'7".
Yeah, at most.
Dude, something like that.
At most.
That is just so goofy, dude. But yeah, damn.
But yeah, I think now you could say definitely it's these two. Baby and Gunna. Would you say Baby and Gunna are leading the wave right now? Them like Roddy Ricch you can put up there.
Yeah. Corday
for sure. Yeah.
Who else is those guys are, you'd see the thing is like you can't name them right now, right? Mm-hmm. We'll see if they last. I don't know how long they're gonna last. Like I believe that like for sure Baby, Roddy, and Corday will last, right?
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
I have a little less faith in Gunna, but I know those three names are gonna for sure.
I think the reason Gunna might not last the test of time is because we're putting Thug in the same like years, and Thug is definitely the better artist. And
you basically say Gunna is like his clone, real quick. Right?
Exactly. Yeah. I think that's the only reason why he's not gonna last, but he's gonna be always associated. So I guess you give him that.
Yeah. But yeah, no, those are definitely you will name like 5 or 6 people who are definitely the future in that area for sure.
100%.
But damn. Oh, 100%. Dude. But where would you put like Juice and X in this? Because they just didn't even get a chance, dude.
Yeah, facts.
Juice had a prolific year, dude. Like 2018-19 was like his year of like he blew the frick up, dude. He blew the brakes off of rap, basically. But I think what happened is there was X like left a gap, right? Because right when like X passed, there was just a gap in that area.
Yeah,
and then Juice just took that gap and then blew it up even more.
Right. I think it was him and it was Pop. Like, you have to give Pop like the New York drill scene. Like because of Pop
blew up. Like, yeah, exactly. Pop,
that's why there's a 504 in. That's why
blew that up. Yeah,
there's all that.
Pop blew up that area. Yeah, I would say X like opened because Uzi. I would say Uzi started. He like dived deeper into the emo. So Kanye basically started emo rap, right?
Exactly.
Kanye started emo rap. Uzi like basically ran emo rap. Like he was emo rap.
Yeah.
And then X took it farther. He went like all the way emo. Right?
Exactly.
He was like, he is emo, dude. Like that.
No, see, this was the difference. Yeah.
Was emo.
The difference was Uzi was like melodic with it. And then X was like, this is the rage fueled like emo shit. Like
he took it all the way.
Exactly.
And then basically Juice jumped on top of what X did.
Yeah.
And almost brought it closer to what Uzi did, which is, it's interesting. Like you look at the dynamic, right? So you'll say Uzi's here, X went further, but then Juice like kind of brought it in the middle, of that. And I'd say that was the future right there.
Yeah,
but then obviously the effed up shit happened. You know what I'm saying? But I wonder what will happen in that genre. I love that genre.
Even like if you think about Juice, it was like he was a lyricist doing it.
Yeah.
Like he's a whole ass lyricist. Then he had that collab with Future. So it's like, okay, you have that shit going too. You have a album with like one of the goats in this trap shit. Right.
Yeah.
And so it's like and then you have your own sound. But it's like, it just sucks. He wasn't able to like.
That's crazy, dude. Because they were branching off. You could see the direction it was going.
Yeah.
It's just
100%.
like, it was amazing. He was bringing it back towards, greatness. But that's just crazy, dude.
Yeah.
And then obviously Pop basically revived the New York scene, dude.
Legit. Yeah, 100%, dude. There's no
that shit.
Like I think right now, you have to give it to Pop was the one to bring New York drill back. Yeah. But then now I think it's also Griselda bringing back like lyricism.
Yeah.
New York lyricism, like especially the Benny the Butcher album, that shit was nuts.
Yeah,
and it's like real. Now when you have any Griselda member on a project, they're coming with that shit. Like, they're gonna be talking about like bricks. They're gonna be talking about like the drug shit, but then it's gonna be fire.
Thanks.
Like Drake has Benny the Butcher on a song. Like Drake is shouting out Griselda. You have like the industry just talking about you. And you're not even from like New York City. You're from Buffalo. You putting Buffalo on the map, like that shit's hard.
Nice.
But
Buffalo, dude.
Yeah.
But no, that shit's crazy, dude. You look at how prolific, just those three were, and then they just like passed, and it's just effed. That's just effed up.
That's just fucked.
What can you do?
Yeah. But no. Should we go back to Kendrick? Talk a little bit more Kendrick.
Yeah, what were we talking about, Kendrick? I already forgot.
I think we're about to talk about Good Kid, Mad City.
Oh, Good Kid, Mad City. Basically one of his greatest albums ever.
Dude, this honestly, I think it's my personal
because people. So like the, like the true rap fans, quote unquote, the true rap fans like Pimp a Butterfly, right? They like that shit better, right?
I mean,
I'm a Good Kid, Mad City fan, dude. I think that's his best album.
For me, Good Kid is like my favorite Kendrick album. But I mean, that's also, I think a huge part of it is this is 2012, which was like what, sophomore year of high school, Or was it freshman?
Dude, that was our freshman year. Freshman year.
Yeah. So it's like, I think for us, we're just like, this is like it's like we legit dead ass grew up to this album. So I think
this is the one I listened to like a lot.
Exactly.
Yeah, this is the one I listened to a lot.
Like, dude, I remember like fucking Mad City playing when I was first learning how to drive. Like,
Mad City,
so,
hey.
So it's like Pyrus and Crips. Dude, that's the crazy part. I don't even know what the fuck if Pyrus and Crips all got along meant at the time. In like fucking 8th grade.
Yeah, legit. I didn't know.
I was like, what the fuck is a Pyru? What the fuck is a Crip?
We're from Shompton, dude.
Exactly.
We're from Shompton,
like,
not Compton, dude.
What?
Legit.
Legit. Dude. And then, dude, I think it's also like now, like I think when I first heard The Recipe, I was like, oh, cool, whatever. Like, I mean, it was a good song, but I was like, all right, whatever. Now it's like, oh, like I'm trying to move to Cali.
So clean.
I'm trying to go to LA and shit. So now it's like motivational. It's like, oh, bet. Welcome to LA. Like, oh, what's up? Let's run it up.
Yeah, no, it was just a feel album. It felt so good,
dude.
I don't know why it felt so good, but it felt so good.
Art of Peer Pressure, Money Trees, Poetic Justice, like Swimming Pools. Them bitch don't kill my vibe. And then you have Hove.
Bitch don't kill my vibe.
The last song there's a random Hove verse. Like,
yeah, legit,
bro. Like this album, like almost Backseat Freestyle.
I think I talked about it before. Money Trees is just freaking legendary, dude. It's just that TikTok has effed up that song, dude, in my head.
Dude,
so
fuck TikTok. It was like, even Backseat Freestyle. My dick wasn't bigger than the iPhone.
Everything.
Fuck the world.
Everything's so good.
2 hour. God damn, I got bitch. Damn, I got dude, but.
Dude,
nuts.
Dude, even dude, Master Splinter's daughter, dude.
Dude, yeah, bro. Shireen.
Yeah, whatever the frick, dude. AKA
Shireen.
Shit's lit.
Dude, this shit's like.
Yeah, no, this is my favorite Kendrick album.
Like,
and then,
I think out of every single Kendrick album, this is probably the one I've listened to the most in my lifetime, easily. Like I've basically memorized this shit at this point. Like,
yeah, no, it's just that's what I'm saying. It's like the rap gurus, quote unquote, they love To Pimp a Butterfly because of the storytelling. Yeah, the storytelling is amazing.
Yeah,
but dude, sometimes I just want to vibe, dude.
Yeah. Like, I mean, that whole album's a vibe. Yeah, that's like Pimple Butterfly is like when I actually got older and like actually use some shit.
You learn to respect it more, right? Exactly. When you're older. Like now, when it came out, I was just like, yo, King Kunta's lit, dude. Like that was about it. And then now you go back and you're like, oh shit, that shit's crazy, right? It blows your mind. But it's just like still there's a place in my heart for Good Kid, Mad City.
Right. Exactly. Yeah, like I mean for me, To Pimp a Butterfly when it first came out, I was like, I mean, I'm a huge Kendrick fan, so like you, all right, King Kunta, like Blacker Than Berry, like all these songs, all these songs, I was like, oh fuck, this shit's fire. But like I don't think I actually understood the meaning of it to that degree. But then like now listening back to it, like this shit, it honestly gets better as I get older. Like it's 100% one of those albums. It's like the older I get, whenever I go back and listen to it, I'm like, oh shit, like this is what it's talking about. Like I learn something new every time I listen to this album. Like it might not even be about the song, it might be just something about myself. I'm like, oh shit, this shit's legit.
Yeah.
But yeah, man. Oh yeah. To Pimp a Butterfly. I mean, legit, I think at this point for me, it's like 1A, 1B. I still put Good Kid higher, but it's like if you play this ever, I'm never mad. I'll be like, oh, bet. Let's turn up.
No,
like,
I'm not mad at it at all.
Exactly.
I'm not mad at it at all. But like, Hood Politics is amazing. What else is good on here? Mama. Facts. Obviously, King Kunta, like I just said.
Yeah.
I love King Kunta, dude. That's my favorite song on this for sure.
Really?
But, yeah,
I think All Right and I.
All Right's also good. All Right's so good. Yeah,
dude, I is amazing. But I is so fire.
But yeah, no, dude, nothing bad to say about it. I was just saying is that like these rap gurus put this shit on a pedestal is what I'm just saying.
True.
You know what I'm saying?
True. Yeah, because
we're no rap gurus out here, dude.
Facts. Facts are just some goofy ass kids. Legit. But like I think with Damn, I think even when it first came out, a lot of people were saying how it's like if you took the good parts of Good Kid, Mad City and the good parts of To Pimp a Butterfly and put it all together, this will be the result. It's like he took elements of the happiness, the good feeling, and then he took the serious shit and put it all together, and it's just it's just amazing. Like,
dude, and the crazy part is that he made it appeal to like the mass audience too.
Right. 100%.
You know what I'm saying? And I think that was one of the keys of it too.
Yeah.
Where so like I was saying earlier, is like a lot of people in rap knew of Kendrick already, right?
Yeah.
But what Damn did is like he put it on the map for everyone else. Now everyone else
now it's on the radio.
You know what I'm saying?
Facts.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
It's like everyone knows Kendrick now. Everyone knows Kung Fu Kenny real quick.
Exactly. Right. Kung Fu Kenny. Dude, remember when they had, was it the vinyl? Or no, I think it was when he put it out too. On Apple Music, there was like a green cover and there was the red cover.
Yeah.
So for green cover, they were like, oh shit, he's about to drop another album in like a week or in like 2 weeks. I remember I was texting you too. I was like, yo, I'm going to be so hyped if Kendrick drops another one. And then it was like, because it was like, you could listen to it like like how the order that it already is. Or you could play it like Duckworth first and then go backwards.
Yeah, they were saying you can go backwards, right? Yeah, that was the huge thing, right?
Exactly, because it was like I saw a woman walking the park the other day.
Like, at that time, you could still buy the whole thing, and then they're selling the backwards version, right?
Yeah,
some shit like, I can't remember, but I think
they weren't selling it.
Like,
there was a leak online. You could download the zip file.
Oh, that's what backwards. It was.
Yeah.
Some ish like that was backwards. I was like, oh, dude, that's such an old thing. Like you don't get that shit now. Like,
dude,
downloading anything anymore.
Man. Also, dude, 2017 was so lit when this shit came out. Because I like just talking about it right now, I just remember I was like, oh shit! Like if he drops back to back weeks, it's gonna be nuts. And I remember like first time listening to Duckworth, right? And then when he was like, yo, Top and my dad, like Top could have shot my dad and Kendrick wouldn't have never come. I was like, yo, like that shit is like just the whole story behind it, everything behind it. I was like, fuck. Well, like, dude, that shit was crazy. That shit was nuts.
Like, I think Element.
Like, bro, there's
pride, humble, loyalty.
There's no bad song, dude.
Everything's so good.
There's no bad song on that one. Like, there's legit no bad song. So even like Loyalty with Rihanna on it, dude. That song crazy.
Loyalty.
The music video for that shit's like nuts. Don't play that shit in the car.
Yeah.
I remember I played that in the car once, and it's like they have the car crash, right? So it makes like a huge ass sound. I got scared as fuck.
Oh, does it scare you?
Oh yeah, because I was blasting it.
Why did you get scared?
No, because I was blasting it.
Oh, okay.
Right? And so I was like zoned in on the music. Because like, when you're driving, listening to music, you don't really like, you kind of zone everything else out. And then I was playing the music video for whatever reason. And then I heard the crash. I was like, oh,
did you think someone crashed like near you or something?
Yeah. I thought like someone like behind me crashed or some shit. I was like, oh, fuck. But then I was like, oh, it's just the music video. Because I was like driving when you just completely zone out. But yeah, that show's crazy.
Goofy as hell.
Crazy. That's how I remember the music video. I'm like, oh, I can't play this shit in the car. But dude, this shit's man. Yeah, dude. It's Dot, bro. Kendrick fucking Lamar.
Dude, K-Dot, dude.
Nuts.
It was so funny. I was watching on TikTok, and then the one dude was like, did you know Kendrick Lamar's nickname is K-Dot? I was like, who the F do you think you are, dude? I was just like, dude, who doesn't know that? Dude, who literally doesn't know that?
Recommended like that, dude. You recommended his bunch of
dude. I had like the stupidest shit I've ever seen in my life. Like I was like, dude, who doesn't like? That's like literally saying, do you know Kanye's nickname is Yeezus? Like, are you stupid?
Legit.
Idiot. Fucking
Did
idiot,
you
dude.
know?
But yeah, that pissed me off. That pissed me off. I was like, what the frick
Kendrick
is on my feed right now?
is a part of TD.
Yeah. It's like, did you know he also goes by K Dot? I was like, dude, who didn't freaking know that? And then one dude was like, he still goes by K Dot. I was like, yeah, no freaking duh, dude.
Oh my God.
So stupid.
Dude,
that was way too dumb.
It's so stupid. Like
it's because it's filled with 15-year-olds, you know what I'm saying? Like they haven't even experienced life.
So talking about TikTok, right? This shit pissed me the fuck off. Right? There was yesterday. So by the way, follow TikTok. I'm putting out daily content on there.
Hey, yeah, we grind it on TikTok though. Even though we got some hate towards it, I still love it at the end of the day, but there is some hate.
Like, no, this shit
There's stuff like this
off.
that pisses me off.
I was like, yo, how are you this fucking stupid? So No Ceilings 3 dropped. We can talk about it after this. But for one of my videos, I was like, yo, one of my favorite Beyonce songs is Swag Surf, right? And like, this is by when Lil Wayne hopped on, I was like, yo, this shit's fire, like blah, blah. So I played a little bit of Swag Surf. And the comments were like, I'm so confused. Like, what do you mean Beyonce? I was like, I'm at Swag Surfing. Like, because the actual Beyonce song is Swag Surfing. But now, like talking about, I'm like, yo, these 15-year-old kids probably have no idea Beyonce is that song. They just heard Wayne and were like, yo, wait, what the fuck is going on? They were so, I was like, dude, what? Like, that shit pissed me off. I was like, dude, how are you this
They got zero education out here, dude.
Like, legit, they don't know shit about shit.
Yeah.
Because at first I thought, oh, maybe I actually did say something wrong. So I watched the video back. I was like, no, like, what's there to be confused about?
Yeah.
TikTok's a special place.
Dude.
Let's just say that.
Dude, it's
a very special place.
I'll say this much, right? The content you're putting out there is not for people to be like actually educated, dude. Yeah. It's for someone to be like educated in 30 seconds. You know what I'm saying? That's the type of education you're putting out. So it's like people are not going there to be been doing hardcore like anything. You know what I'm saying? Not hardcore music, not hardcore coding, nothing. Like they're there just to look at something and swipe their finger. That's it. Simple as that. Like I love the fact that it's able to disperse like information so easily and quickly and rapidly. You know what I'm saying? That's amazing.
Yeah.
But then the downside of it is that, you know what I'm saying? Like people aren't there to freaking go into technical analysis of anything.
Facts.
So
facts. One great example is today I put out a video and someone commented on that skeleton poster rather than the actual fucking song.
Dude, yeah.
Legit. I was like, yo, like legit, I recorded like this so you can barely see it. So I'm like, how many times did you watch that shit? But hey, I fuck with you though. You commented at least. Got the algorithm.
Hey, yeah, he got you some points in the algorithm real quick.
Exactly.
Real quick.
Yeah, no, man. K fucking dot. We just need more Kendrick. That's all it is. We need
dude, where's Kendrick at, dude?
As soon as possible. For real. But yeah, next up, No Ceilings 3. Did you listen to that shit?
Nah, I haven't listened to shit, dude.
It was cool. Like it was definitely not my favorite No Ceilings.
Dude, that was like the least enthusiasm I've ever seen in my life.
Dude, yeah, it was cool. It was just cool. Like there was nothing crazy about it.
It was cool.
Like, I mean, I haven't heard all of it yet. I've heard the first 8 songs. And the song with Drake on it, I don't know, man. It didn't have the same, like, I think maybe because it was a Wayne Drake, I was hyping it up too much for myself. And so when I finally heard it, I was like, yeah, it's cool. So that might, or also it might just be I just haven't heard it enough. So I haven't actually listened to lyrics. Maybe there's some fire lyrics. Who knows?
But at least that Drake's a soft boy, dude.
Yeah, but at least off soft listen, I was like, or what did it say? Off first listen, I was like, this shit's just it's just.
What, you were gonna have a hard listen?
Yeah, no, because you said some you were like Drake's a soft boy, so I don't know why I said soft. 12:30, we're fucking dead. But
hey, dude, this is when we grind, dude.
Legit.
This is when we grind right here. Code 30.
Facts. But at least our first listen, I was like, this shit's like all right at best. Lamar was good. Lamar, the beats are insane on it. Lamar off first listen, I was like, oh yeah, this shit's fire. Out West was cool with Thug on it. It was cool.
Hanging Out West.
I haven't heard the rest of it really. But at least maybe next week I'll have a better analysis. But at least for right now, it's just
cool. Nay is gonna blow our mind with his analysis next week, guys. Be ready. I'm ready for my mind to be blown, dude.
In depth.
He's gonna break it down bar by bar.
Facts.
Even though half of Wayne's bars don't make no sense, but he'll break it down, dude.
They all make sense. They're just like separately. They don't make sense together. It's like he'll say some shit.
That's what my point is, though.
Cool. Like if you went bar for bar, it's like tweets. It's like you legit have to remove the context from the last line. Exactly.
Like the last line had nothing to do with what he's talking about on the next line. You know what I'm saying? Like,
Facts.
You just have to have a short-term memory loss every 1 second, real quick.
Exactly. Real Jesus moving silence like lasagna, dude.
Oh, that metal bar in Utah?
Yeah.
That shit got removed, dude.
No way, really?
I was pissed off, dude. I was pissed off. They took it down, dude. It didn't go that deep in the ground. It went like an inch in the ground. That shit was barely in the ground.
Dang, why'd they remove that?
Here I was thinking that it was 10 feet in the ground or something, but no, it was like 3 inches.
True. Dude.
So apparently people went there and then
type shit. Like,
no, it was just in the middle of the desert. It was someone put it there illegally, whether it was alien or not, no one knows. But it was not allowed to be there. So then they took it down. Only thing that was left was like the bottom metal plate, and someone like pulled it out and it's just on a rock.
No
and people were just looking at it. Yeah.
Oh, shit.
So that shit's gone. Apparently someone like hiked like 6 hours to get there, and then that shit was gone.
Dang, that's crazy. That's crazy, dude.
I was like, dang, people really got nothing to do during this COVID shit.
Oh, yeah, dude, because it's like, dude, the desert's probably the best place. There's no one else fucking there. You just go there just to chill.
Legit.
Like, yeah, dude.
Dude, it would be hilarious if someone built another one. Because they're like, fuck it,
they
dude.
just put it there?
No one's going to look back here again. Yeah, they just put another one there now. Because now no one's gonna go there, right? Once you see that TikTok that it's gone, right? Mm-hmm.
Yeah,
no one's gonna go there anymore. You put another one. Yeah. Be like, hey, there's another one here.
There's a new one. Oh, they added a new one in here.
Bro, this time it's gonna be like a circle or something. That'd be hilarious.
It's just a cylinder, just a metal can.
Dude, I'm honestly curious who did that. Like, I'm so curious.
That's like actually weird as hell. Like, just to have it just there show up.
Did someone just fuck around and they're like, hey, let's just put this here, right?
Yeah, like how long?
Who made that long-term bet that, hey, let's put this here? Like, because they were saying it's on Google Maps, right? So it's been there for 5 years and no one knew, right?
Mm-hmm.
So all of a sudden, someone flew over and was like, hey, what the frick is that metal thing in the ground? All the cops, like the cops went out there and saw it, right? And they're like, what the frick is this?
Yeah.
But like, who made that bet? Like, hey, someone's eventually going to see this. You know what I'm saying? Who did that? You know, it had to be aliens, dude. Who the frick would do that?
Legit.
Who the frick would do that, dude?
It's just a random ass metal piece.
I don't know. Maybe some idiot did it. I don't know. Who knows, dude? Yeah. The question is what was inside of that shit? That's the real question. True. What was inside of there? True. You know, was it like storage or something?
Yeah.
You think it could have been someone's storage? Maybe it was like it was like someone's treasure or some shit.
Yeah. I don't know. Legit, like we were saying on the live, it's probably like a portal.
It's not a freaking portal. They pulled it out of the ground, dude. So stupid. Dude, it was a portal. You couldn't move it.
That's probably a
portal. You could not move it.
It's like the Harry Potter, 9 3/4 type shit. You just run.
Way too goofy.
Just run into it. You're in space.
No, but speaking of aliens, one of the guys I was watching a podcast with him. His name is George Hotz. He was the first person to like jailbreak the iPhone. That guy's pretty legit. And like he does a lot of cool other shit. I made a video on one of his companies for TikTok one time. But basically what he was saying is that like aliens probably already existed, but they existed like how we did, right? But then they like self-destructed basically.
Oh shit.
You know what I'm saying? So they just took themselves out, right? Like, so basically humanity could also take itself out, right? True. Say someone sends a nuke, then every country sends a nuke and we're all dead, right?
Yeah.
So, right. So technically we could die at any second right now, right? And humanity could be over, right?
Yeah. So that's just
what he was saying. Yeah. What he was saying is that there have already been aliens, but naturally life like self-destructs, right? So life is created, they get really intelligent and they either self-destruct or they become like beings that are just like enveloped in just like hitting their sensory, you know, like bombarding their sensory glands, right? Like, so like humans are addicted to like dopamine, right?
Yeah.
So imagine like we create a system where it just hits you with dopamine all day, right? You're just constantly getting dopamine all the time and you're just satiated with dopamine and you just don't do anything, right?
Yeah.
So he was saying like those are the two options of like what alien life could be doing, right? So one, they could just be just living
vibing.
It's very close to what we're doing right now, right? Like I mean, not right now, like, but with social media and shit, right? What are we doing? We're just getting dopamine hits like over and over and over, right?
Right.
Or it could be the other one where they blew themselves up.
Yeah.
Right? And he was saying that like aliens probably already exist, right? And they're intelligent and whatever. It's just they probably blew themselves up by now. Is what he was saying.
That's a really.
I was like, dang, that's an interesting idea. Yeah.
Just because it's like even if it is the other option, they're just looking for that dopamine hit or whatever fuels them, I guess.
Yeah.
It's like if you're just doing that constantly, why the fuck would you even bother trying to look for something else?
Exactly.
Like you're just happy vibing out. Like who gives a fuck? Yeah. Like, yeah, dude, that's like really interesting theory.
Yeah, so I was like, dang, that's such an interesting like perspective. Yeah. Like, but then I feel like it's a pessimistic perspective, right? On
true.
Not necessarily humanity, but intelligence, right? Intelligent life.
Like you just
that's a pessimistic perspective, right? So you're basically saying that no matter what, we're gonna collapse as a society, right? In the end goal, like at the end of the day, we're gonna collapse as a society rather than having the optimistic perspective where we're going to transcend all the boundaries and we're going to rule the universe, right?
Yeah.
So we can have either one of those perspectives. What's necessarily right is unknown, right?
Yeah, because I mean, it's either you're trying to get to a place where it's a utopia. It's all happiness. It's all dopamine rushes, everything.
But you can. You can see you can see the flaws in general in just society, right?
Yeah.
How come there are countries? How come there's a global economy, right? How come there's embargoes on different countries? Like, why does that exist? Versus,
why are there
we're all one united nation, right? Quote unquote, where everyone's fighting for the good of humanity, right?
Yeah.
And who the frick is doing that, dude?
Yeah. Legit.
No one's doing that right now. So it's like everyone's focused on, I want to make my country better. I love America, blah, 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 right? Like the being like for your country is actually not a good thing, right?
Yeah.
In terms of humanity's perspective.
Dude, because I mean, think about how often do you hear, I'm proud to be a human? Like that shit doesn't fucking come up.
No, you're not.
Who says that? What normal person? That's not even considered normal. You think about it. Like if I were to come up to you and be like, yo, I'm so happy I'm a fucking human, just out of the blue.
Yeah.
You'd be like, yo, are you like fucking high right now? Like what the fuck's wrong with you? Like no one just says that normally.
That's why I think those are huge things, like, right, when they say, fight poverty and fighting hunger, right? I think those are great human problems to solve if we can ever solve them. Where it's like, okay, now everyone can, at bare minimum, everyone can live without struggling, right? Now everyone can reach technically their max their max potential here, right? It's like no one's dying early. No one's going hungry. All right, let's see what humanity can do at that point.
Yeah,
but
true.
The question is, it's right. If you have that pessimistic perspective, it's like, will humanity even get to that point? What if we blow ourselves up before that? We don't know.
That, or like, do you already achieve whatever utopia is before that even happens? Or is that even a part of utopia? Are you just like,
I don't think it's necessarily utopia, right? We don't necessarily want utopia. It's an illusion. Right? We don't want it to where it's like, everyone's just living boring lives. We want it where everyone can actually pursue what they want to do, which is way more interesting, right?
Yeah, facts.
You don't want it where it's generic, but I think just providing that fact where, like we're in the spot where, okay, we're not necessarily impoverished and we're not going hungry, right? Yeah. Just from being like middle class, right? We're freaking middle class and we're just like, okay, we're in the middle class. We're not basically poor as hell and we can eat, right? Like those two things we can survive. That's enough where we can like kind of, okay, now we can do what we want. If everyone can get to that point, I think that's really valuable. But
true. 100%.
When will that happen? No one knows.
Yeah.
No one knows because you got to solve that problem.
Facts. Dang, that's a really interesting theory though. Like, do you just blow yourself up even before you can do anything else?
Before you get to that next step, right? Yeah. Where it's like, okay, now no one's going hungry, no one's no one's impoverished, right? Okay, now next step is, okay, let's freaking take over the universe here. Let's explore. Let's see what's going on.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
Like that shit's legit.
Yeah, that's interesting because it's like, okay, even like before you get there, you're just like, hey, let me just reset.
Everything. Yeah, it's like that's why it's like like you look at what Elon Musk's doing. He's like, hey, let's go to Mars. I think he thinks going to Mars is more possible than solving world hunger here. You know what I'm saying? True. And it seems like it's true. You know what I'm saying? Like this man wanting to go to Mars is way more plausible than people not being starved to death anymore.
Yeah. Like, right? I mean, dude, think about how we've been to the moon, but we haven't touched the bottom of the ocean. Like that shit's crazy. It's like you haven't even explored Earth yet. Like,
I think that's the thing. I think going to the moon was enough though, right?
Yeah.
It's like there's like thresholds. It's like, did we like what is going to Mars gonna actually teach us more than what we already learned like by sending rovers and shit, right?
Right.
Like that's already collecting a lot of shit for us.
Yeah.
I think the main reason is they're like, oh, like, can we make Mars habitable and shit? But if you can make Mars habitable, why can't you make Earth habitable again, right?
Yeah.
That's always my argument on why do we even need to go to space? Why can't we figure out our shit?
The only thing would be like, oh, if you can make Mars habitable, you're able to grow food there, and then you end world hunger that way, where you have
maybe the only thing would be growing food there and bring it back or something. That could be something interesting.
Like, or like, you could just have. It's an easy way.
But basically, living there doesn't make sense because you're basically our like biochemistry just doesn't work properly. Yeah. Like you won't grow properly.
Yeah, because isn't gravity's higher there, right?
Lower. Yeah.
Lower? Okay.
Yeah, no, you'd like develop incorrectly there. Basically,
your bones are gonna be a lot weaker.
You'd just be effed up.
No, your bones will be weaker. Everything will be weaker.
Yeah, everything's just gonna be effed up. So I don't think people will ever actually live there. But that's an interesting idea. Maybe it'll be good for agriculture. Maybe.
Yeah.
But we'd have to create a really, really efficient system. Yeah. If agriculture would be a thing, like, dude, how would you bring it back?
Exactly. How would you?
Right now, the trip is like, I don't know. I think it's like a year or something like that. I think it takes like 8 months or something to get to Mars or some shit like that.
Yeah.
So it's like, dude, that would have to be so efficient. I don't know. That could be interesting as fuck though. Like, basically growing food growing plants.
Yeah, that's
seeing what happens when you grow plants over there. Exactly. And then bring the plants back. Yeah.
But it's like, you would have to have like some light speed ass technology where it's like, okay, grow.
Yeah, if you could potentially bring everything back in a month, right?
Mm-hmm.
That could be something interesting.
Yeah.
Right, because then you just freeze it.
Yeah,
you just freeze it and bring it back.
Yeah,
and then people eat it. Like that'd be something super interesting. But again, that would have to be something really, really cheap, right? Because food always needs to be super, super cheap.
Exactly.
But
it would have to be done where it's not super expensive to do.
It's be really, really cheap. Yeah. Right now, it's so expensive to do anything related to space. It's too expensive.
Exactly.
It's like but one good thing is that, like, I guess this is a kind of effed up thing. That's why people on the internet think Bill Gates is crazy, right? Because he had this one presentation on how like world population would work, right?
Yeah.
So he was saying that like basically like in third world countries, their population is like skyrocketing because of like their mortality rate is so high, right?
Yeah.
Because like the probability you'll die is like super, super high, right? So that's why you need 6 children, because like 3 of them are gonna die real quick, right?
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Which is messed up to think about. But he was basically saying like the world population will grow to a point, but then it'll basically saturate, right? It'll saturate and then go down because of the standard of living will eventually go up, right? To be able to remove third world countries from having that higher mortality rate, right? So once that goes away, everyone's gonna have like kids at like a normal rate again, right? Mm-hmm. So then once that happens, the population will actually decrease a little bit, and then it'll like stagnate.
It'll plateau.
So basically, like, so we're at like 7 billion. We're over 7 billion, something like that, on the Earth.
Yeah.
I think he was saying like the limit they predict is like 9 billion that'll like flatline at. It should flatline around that much, which is interesting. But like it'll go beyond that first. It'll go to like 10, 11 billion and then come back down to 9. Yeah.
That's interesting too. That's fucked up. Was like,
it's fucked up as hell. Dude, think about like 2 billion people are just going to disappear like over generations, like over a few gens. Like that's pretty crazy.
Yeah.
Damn. But that's again taking an optimistic perspective, right? Saying that like, third world countries, that's again like what our prediction is, right? If everyone becomes middle class, right? If the middle class becomes basically the standard, right?
To survive, you're right.
If basically the middle class becomes the standard of just human life, then that would happen. But if we don't even get there, right? We might not even get there. I don't know.
Right.
So.
Yeah. Dang, that's interesting. Damn, dude, we went from K-Dot to the survival of human beings, or the extinction.
Dude, that's legit, dude. That's legit. I love talking about aliens and shit.
That's what you get from the Neverland podcast, man.
Yeah, you get from music to aliens real quick.
The range.
Yeah, let us know in the comments if you think aliens are real quick.
Let us know if they're real. Yeah. Let us know about our theory. The theory part said that they blew.
Yeah, that like George Hotz's theory.
Yeah,
look, Google him if you don't know who the F he is, real quick. That guy's legit. Facts. That's all I'll say.
Facts. But should we wrap up?
Yeah, I think that's good. You're right. Yeah,
it's like I guess it's gonna be like 45-ish.
Yeah, unless you got something else, you got another.
Not really. I think we're gonna make it. It's gonna be a bit shorter. Well, yeah, guys, that's it for episode 79 of the Neverland podcast. Be sure to tune in to all our socials. Tune in on Twitch, where I'm streaming daily. So there's daily Warzone. If you're interested, come through, say what's up. Paris is probably gonna be in the chat. We might have Josh in the chat. Oh, talking about Josh too. We're gonna be on the Miseducation of Music episode. I don't know when he's gonna drop it, but
it might be like next week or something.
Yeah,
it might come out next week or something. But
or like maybe in like
it might come out later. It might be later this week or next week. We don't know.
Yeah,
but sometime soon. basically.
Exactly. So that's gonna be coming sometime soon. And then, but either way, we're streaming on Twitch live Thursdays at 8.
That's if you're trying to get roasted or you want to roast Nene with me, hop in the chat and we'll roast Nene, or I'll roast you. Whatever you want to do.
If you want us to listen to your music too, come through. Send us a SoundCloud link. Well, we might.
If you got some legit fire.
Yeah, make sure it's good. Because if it's not good, we're gonna roast you.
Yeah, we're gonna say it's trash.
We're gonna be very blunt about it. So make sure you come correct.
But check out Nene's TikTok. He's posting daily now.
Facts.
So make sure that he's posted daily. Check it out daily so that he actually does it every day.
Exactly.
And then that's it.
You guys, Parser shit's already linked, so check that shit out. The gram, Neverland on socials, me on socials, Parse on socials, all that's linked below. Twitch is also linked below, so check that out. But other than that, out of here. Peace.